Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about sheet number 6, that is engineering skills. The word usually refers to drawing a straight line or measuring a straight line. It gives the proportion of a drawing or a line which is made with the help of the dimensions. It gives the proportion of a diagram on which it is made. So, now in engineering engineering drawing in scale plays a very important role. So, here in engineering scales, these scales give the information about any diagram of an object. Suppose an object, the dimension of an object which are actual dimensions, we can give it to the full ratio or we can reduce the diagram of that actual size of the object, or else we can enlarge the dimension of an actual diagram or actual object. So, here in engineering scales we can do the modifications or changes as per our requirement in the drawing. So, in that we have three types of engineering scales. The number 1, full scale. Second one, reduced scale. Third one, enlarged scale. So, in the full scale, the dimension of the object is equal to the actual size of the element. That is nothing but, here we can use the ratio as 1:1. So, here the length of the object is there, at the same time we are taking the length of the drawing, Now, the second one, in the reduced scale, in this reduced scale, whatever the actual length of the element is there, that is nothing but 1, we can reduce it in the drawing with the help of the x. Here we can take x is equal to 2, 3, 4, goes on. As the denominator number is increasing, the length of the actual diagram is decreasing. When we compare the length of the actual element and the length of the diagram, so here the size of the object is reduced compared to the actual size of the element. So, because of that we are reducing the size of that element or in the diagram. So, the next one is enlarged scale. In the enlarged scale, the ratio is here x is to 1. So, here the same, x is equal to 2, 3, 4, we can take up to so on. So, here whatever the length of the element, actual element is there, that we are taking as n, and if we want to draw the diagram in the drawing sheet, we are assuming that value as a x. So, the x value should be greater than 2, 3, means x, it should be greater than 1, like 2, 3, 4, so on. So, in this way we can enlarge, we can draw the larger diagram. So, that bigger diagram or the larger diagram is nothing but we can construct with the help of the enlarged scale. So, now the next thing is, after this we have after the completion of this engineering scale, we have to learn units for linear measurement. So, here linear is nothing but a straight line. So, whenever we want to draw the diagram, we have to give some values. So, that value we have to know first. The next is units. The value is nothing but units for linear measurement. In this system for linear measurement, we have two types of linear measurement system. There is nothing but two types of units. One type of unit is known as the metric units for linear measurement, and the second one is known as British unit for linear measurement. Now, we have to make a table here to write down the values. So, metric units are nothing but here the common metric means 10 value. Metric means 10 value. In this, we will take everything as in every unit we will take 10 as a common. So, the first one is, we know that 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. Now, next, that 1 centimeter is nothing but anything to the power of 0. 1 centimeter is equal to anything to the power of 0 is nothing but 1 centimeter only here. Now, the second one is, we are taking 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is equal to 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter, that is nothing but 10 to the power of 1 centimeter. Here all the values, either it may be decimeter, whatever the values there, we have to convert all the values in centimeter only. Now, the third one. Now, 10 decimeter. 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. That is nothing but 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. 10 to the power of 2 centimeter, that is nothing but 100 centimeters only. Now, the fourth one is 10 meters is equal to 1 decameter. That is nothing but 10 to the power of 3 centimeters. Fifth one. Now, 10 decameter meters is equal to 1 hectometer. 1 hectometer, that is equal to 10 to the power of 4 centimeter. Now, the sixth one is 10 hecto. 10 hectometer is equal to 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer, that is equal to 10 to the power of 5 centimeters. So, always we have to remember that whatever the value is there, either it may be decimeter, meter, decameter, hectometer, we have to convert that value in centimeter. We have to convert that value into a centimeters. So, these are the 6 units used in the metric units. Whenever we want to solve the problem, we have to remember all these units. Now, later on, we have in the British one, in the British units for linear measurement, 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeters. Now, the second one, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Third, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Fourth one, 1 chain is equal to 22 yards. Fifth one, now the fifth one is 1 furlong. 1 furlong is equal to 10 chains. Now the sixth one is 1 mile is equal to 8 furlong. No, seventh one, 1 league is equal to 3 miles. So these are the units for British units for linear measurement. So whenever we want to solve the problem, before solving the problem, we have to remember all these units, which is very, very important and helpful while solving the problem. So after this we have to go for types of scales. So here we have come to know about the engineering scales, and after that we have solved the units. We have to remember the units also. After the units, we have to go for the types of scales. In engineering graphics, scales are classified into 5 types. Generally, as per our syllabus, the scales we have to discuss about the 2 types only. But even though we have 2 types of scales, but we will go for all the 5. So in engineering drawing, the types of scales are, the very first one is plane scale. Second one is the diagonal scale. Third one is vernier. In vernier scale, we have again classified into 2 types. The first one, A, forward vernier scale, and B, backward vernier scale. The fourth one is comparative scale. And the last, fifth one is scale of chord. So in engineering drawing, we have these 5 types of scales, but as per our syllabus, we have to discuss about these 2 only. There is nothing but plane scale and diagonal scale. So now we have to define plane scale. So plane scale is used to represent 2 units. One is the main unit and the other one is the sub unit. If you remember the values like centimeter, millimeters. So here centimeter will act as the main unit and millimeter will act as the sub unit. So whenever we want to draw the diagram, the value should be in 2 forms. So if we have 2 values, one will be the main, that is the main unit, and the second one is the sub unit. So a plane scale is defined as a plane scale is used to represent two units, one is the main and the second one is the subunit. But whereas the another type of scale, that is a diagonal. Now we have to define the diagonal scale, and after that how to represent this I will tell you that. Now how can we define this? A diagonal scale is used to represent three units. Three units can be represented in the diagonal scale. So the first one is the main scale or main unit, subunit, and the further units. We can get the clarification on this by solving the problem. So the next problem I will start after the 2 minutes. So before solving the problem, we have to know one more thing, that is the representative fraction. That representative fraction is nothing but RF. We are representing the representative factor as RF, and it can be defined as the length of the object in the drawing, so length of the element in the drawing to its actual length of the same element. So here we can write that length of the element in the length of the element to its actual of the same element. So length of the element in the drawing to its actual length of the same element. This is nothing but representative fraction. So in the next topic we can solve the problem. So before that we have to learn all these things now: units, representative fraction, definition, and all the definitions also, including the British unit system and the linear unit system. All these values we have to remember before solving the problem. So in the next class I will teach you how to solve the numerical problem based on our plane scale or diagonal scale. Thank you.